Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we'll be checking out a brand new device from Vivo. This is the Vivo V20 SE. So not to be mistaken with the Honor V20. So in this video, I'm going to show you what came in the box, what's this phone all about, and give you my honest opinion about the Vivo V20 SE. Alright, so let's start up with looking at what's in the box. So if we just pop the cover, we have a rather interesting box right here. And in the box, it comes with your standard set of accessories. Of course, you get the phone itself. You also get a plastic transparent case. And what we have here is a pretty nice charger. This is a 33-watt charger. So you should expect to get some pretty quick charging in with this little brick right there. We also get a Type-C cable. So very good to see Type-C being used here. I know some manufacturers are still using micro USB. And last but not least, we also have a pair of earphones here. So yep, you're pretty much covered in terms of the accessories. Alright, so let's put the box to the side and focus on this device right here. So when I first took this device out of the box, I was pretty pleasantly surprised with the slimness of this device. I mean, just take a look at it, guys. It's very slim, very nice to hold in my hands. It's not very slippery. And if you just take a look at the design, so just focus on the back right here. It actually looks pretty nice with this mirror kind of a back panel. I'm not sure if this is plastics or glass, but it definitely feels, if you just knock on it, it definitely feels not like those kind of flimsy materials. It feels good, guys. So this is a nice feeling phone. Let's move on to the sides. We do have your volume rocker and a power button on the same side. And onto the top here, you have your SIM card tray. Now this SIM card tray is a dedicated SIM card tray. That means you can put in 2 SIM cards and 1 micro SD memory card if you want to expand the memory of this device. Alright, now that I've done introducing the design and how it feels, let's take a look at the front, which is the main star of the show. We do have a teardrop notch at the top here, which looks pretty okay, not too protrusive. Alright, in terms of the display, we're getting a 6.44-inch 1080p AMOLED display. It sounds good, but honestly speaking, I was hoping we get a higher refresh rate display. This is only 60Hz. Alright, now let's talk a bit about the performance of this device. So what we have here in this Vivo V20 SE is the Snapdragon 665. So hear me right, guys, this is a mid-range and is using a pretty processor here, the Snapdragon 665. The good thing is that it comes with 8GB of RAM and 128GB of internal memory. So the 8GB of RAM will definitely help you out, but in terms of daily use, I did notice that there was a bit of a slow, it's not that fast, it's a bit sluggish compared to the Snapdragon 700 series. It's also slower than the Helio G95 that I tested out recently on the other Realme device. So in terms of just processing power and daily use, I felt that it's not the smoothest right here. Of course, everything just launches up pretty quickly as well. But in terms of the fluidity of the device, in terms of the speed, it's definitely not up there with the better processors. So please bear that in mind. Apart from that, gaming as well, definitely you can't run this at the highest gaming settings to get the best gaming performance. Alright, so now let's just flip the device again and check out the cameras at the back. Here we do have a triple camera setup. What we have here is a 48 megapixel main sensor. We also have an 8 megapixel ultra-wide sensor that is also supposed to be able to take macro shots. Pretty interesting stuff there. So, and one more sensor is a 2 megapixel depth sensor. Alright, so instead of focusing on all these numbers like always, you want to take a look at the actual image quality. So I noticed that this camera, even under daylight shots, it wasn't able to take pictures that shows off the shadows properly. Even in the bright daylight, I noticed that pictures turn out a bit dark, so I'm not too sure what's going on there. In terms of the ultra-wide, the HDR wasn't also working too properly. Right, in terms of the macro shots, fortunately we are able to take some pretty decent macro shots here. So the camera is able to get pretty close up to my tiny objects, like these kind of plants on the ground. So I was able to take some decent macro shots there, so nothing too much to shout about there. So in terms of the night mode, apparently this device is supposed to take some pretty crazy night shots. It's called a 48 megapixel night sensor, guys. So once again, let me show you. Let me let the pictures do the talking so you can decide whether or not this is the kind of image that you can accept. Alright, flipping the device back to the front, we have our 32 megapixel selfie camera, and to be honest, once again, like all devices, I wouldn't really trust too much on the megapixel count. The megapixel may be very high, but you know Android phones these days, it just like beautifies your face, blurs out everything on your face. Alright, now that we're done with the cameras, let's move on to the battery. This is a pretty slim device. I'm actually pretty surprised they're able to slot in a 4100 milliamp hour battery in this slim profile. So that's pretty cool. Definitely can last a full day on one charge. But in my opinion, there are definitely things that I would prefer improve on this device. What I do like though is the slim profile and how it fits really well in my hands. But other than that, yeah, maybe you can let me know what you think about this device down in the comment section below. Alright guys, that's it for this video. If you have any questions, leave them down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!